I'm Max Buerman with C&C Yachts, and behind me is the new C&C 31 design. So I grew up sailing until I was about 12 in Rochester, New York, out of Rochester Yacht Club. And then I grew into, team sports. And I moved to Newport and, came across Jesse.
I'm Jesse Fielding. I'm from North Kingstown, Rhode Island, and I'm 28 years old. About a year ago, I met Max Buerman.
He really pushed me to get back into the driving world and the sailing world. And so the C&C 30 is boat number 2. It's 2 out of the mold. Up until now, I've sailed dinghies, and this is not a dinghy.
Max didn't hesitate to get back in touch with me and say, hey, I'm actually gonna be the team principal of one of these boats, and we're gonna race it in this new class, and I want you, if you're available, to lead this team with me, build this team with me, and get this boat up to speed with me. From a purely professional side of things, all that I'm trying to do is deliver a product every day, which is myself and my ability to help their racing program do better. As the newbie and as the owner of the boat, they're really gonna help me push what the boat can do and how far we can take it in terms of racing all over the East Coast and here in Newport.
All right, Max, for that.
Today's the day. We're going sailing. We're going to race in the IYAC Newport Cup with a group of guys that I've been text messaging with over the last 48 hours, trying to nail down the group of 7.
So this is my first time sailing with Jesse. He's a great kid. He's got tons of knowledge. I'm excited to learn from him, especially at the helm. He's definitely going to have the boat ready to go and have me in the right spots at the right times.
I think there's a lot of legs to this project. I really hope Max likes sailing with me, and at the end of the day, the product that I deliver is either going to be bought or not, and I hope Max buys into what I have to offer, and I hope we can really take this somewhere down the road.
Cool, we just got to get everyone set up with some crew gear and get the lunches on and get out of here.
Why don't we get all these fenders and dock lines away, and then get the heavy on deck, and then just have a quick chat as we start the motor downwind. All right, well, welcome to the C&C 30. Max, you want to say a quick couple words and then we'll get into the racing?
Yeah, no real pressure today, kind of just see how she does on a mini distance. And thanks for coming out, should be good.
Biggest thing is just keeping the comms up. Again, echoing what Max said, if anyone sees anything that looks marginal, say hold.
So today's conditions call for, between, 10 and 25 with gusts a little higher. Definitely going to test the boat in terms of, how far we can push it, how well the team can adapt to the situation.
Dylan, would you mind taking on the front of the yacht? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I knew that was going to happen.
Willie, would you mind basically working that pit with him?
Sure.
Just at the mark roundings, essentially. Sam, would you do the headsails? Max is going to drive. Sarah, if you could work a runner with Dylan. Zach, find a good place to sit, and then around the marks. Mast, Mateo, I need you to be out of the boat, like heads out of the boat, just doing what you normally do in a sailboat.
Yeah.
Other than that, let's just have a ripper, and if we need to change things up, stay flexible. Luckily, obviously, I put a group together that I knew about each person individually, and that's what Max handed me that baton for, so to make sure that happened. Basically, we just had a little meeting, and we're straight into putting the mainsail up, so pretty good deal in my book. Okay, guys, everybody on the rail that isn't doing anything, we're going to bear away.
And Jesse and I were speaking about, how conservative and how aggressive we want to be, and we want to be aggressive from the start, even with today's conditions.
We kind of rolled right into the starting area, and we're straight into it.
15.
Here we go, guys. On the reef. Go, Max. Go, boy. Hike her out, guys. Go, Max. Go. It was pretty breezy. Max wanted to get a feel for the main sheet, so I drove for the start. Got off the start line, nice and clean in the middle, going the way we wanted to go. We wanted to go out into the tide. Press a little bit. These are all headers, Mateo. So how do you feel about our lane back here? Okay. This guy Mateo, young dude from Stanford, he was kind of my eyes because I switched over to trimming the main. Max was going to give it the straight line speed because he'd actually sailed the boat before. In 3, 2, 1, easing into it. We tacked over onto a really nice lay line from Mateo. Step across. Bang off. Nice, gone up.
In reality, it was the first 2 hours Jesse and I have ever sailed, talking to one each other and doing tactics together.
That's what I'm talking about.
It took us 5-10 minutes, but then we were in the same groove, we had the same mindset.
Dab it up. Nice angle there. Take it a little bit up. Nice, now fight it back.
It's our first time sailing together, Jess.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
We're killing it. We're just sending it towards the windward mark. We had a pretty good beat. Max and I had a long chance to lock in a good feeling, and performance just increased steeply. Yeah, here we go. Let's go, more vang off. Okay, good vang there. Stand by on the kite. Hoisting.
You know, as a new driver, you know, little under experience, you know, Jesse and I spoke about this before, you know, anytime there's a hairy situation, Jesse's going to take over and make sure we're in the right position in the safe spot.
Hiking hard, guys, hiking hard. Come on, trim more. Weight back. No more than that, nice curl.
So far so good. Fun stuff begins now. If we can keep it up right.
The rest of the day was pretty full on. Building some in around this mark, ease. Ease, hiking please everybody. Okay guys, ideally we jibe around the mark. Will, are you happy to jibe? In 10. Okay, I need you to come right there on the main sheet. Stand by jibe in 3, 2, 1, smoke it, and go new sheet hard. And down, big ease. Big ease, Sammy. Nope. Of course, you're gonna have technical issues with a brand new boat. Windward sheet on the jib, every time. A team that's never sailed together might not do everything perfectly. Ease, ease, ease. But we kept everyone safe.
I'm not too proud of myself to know that Jesse is a better sailor than me. And working with him, every time he takes the tiller, you know, he shows me a lot of what's going on and, you know, how I can become better. So we have a very comfortable relationship, and, you know, in terms of moments like that on the boat when things get a little hairy. Okay, guys, stand by jibe in 5.
Same pressure.
4, 3, 2, 1, easing into it. And all right, when we're ready. Here you go, grab this. Nice one, Bubba. We got back to the dock. Max and I got to catch up later that evening.
It was a fire drill, and, you know, the windiest the boat's been out in. We had a bunch of new people on the boat, but they were learning very quickly. We had the boat rocking. Once we made our way under the bridge, we had the boat sailing upwind at speed, good direction.
He was excited just to feel what it was like to get on that performance curve.
We had a few, you know, learning experiences, I think, as Jesse would say, but, you know, in the type of conditions with the crew we had, I thought, you know, the boat sailed brilliantly.
We're gonna build a team. We're gonna race together. We're gonna get on that performance curve together.
It's the whole process of it's a new boat, you know, how can we fix it? How can we get better? How can we, you know, sail the boat faster and higher? And that's all type of stuff that a day like today really shows and you know, puts us in the right place for the future.
We're gonna make this thing as fast as we can and go out there and do what I do professionally and do what we all want to achieve, which is basically win sailboat races.